Phaidra Knight making her way down, all smiles, excited to perform here in front of the crowd at Rivers Casino and Resort in Schenectady. You know, you got to love the music too. It's upbeat, it's got some rhythm, it's got some energy. I'm looking for her to translate that and apply that in the cage. Kind of has that Apollo Creed feel. Gotta love it. All right, here we go. We're trying to get her in the cage. Definitely need a mouthpiece for that, Phaidra. Here we go. All right, Phaidra Knight, Amanda Brundige, bantamweight Cage Wars title. As Amanda Brundige, Brian Bury Jiu-Jitsu makes her way down to the cage, hometown favorite. Here we go behind Amanda, James Carroll, Brian Bury, two excellent coaches. James, a competitor, a Cage Wars veteran. Harley Locklear, champion. You know, again, really bringing the unity of the team in with her, and I really think that's going to give her an edge in her confidence as to where she used to be mentally, as well as physically.
Well, I'm excited about these two going at it here. And, you know, we've seen some really terrific performances from the camp of Brian Bury and Brian Bury's jiu-jitsu. And I don't know if we're going to keep that streak rolling right now, but this is a very compelling matchup here between these two for the 135-pound title.
You know, and I think it's going to be an intensity thing for Amanda. I think she's going to be excited to be able to impose her will or attempt that. And I think with Phaidra, it's going to be a looseness thing. She's going to want to have fun and really just perform.
You know, this sport is so great. Records, you can kind of throw them out. It really does come down to experience. But Amanda comes in with a 1-3 record, and here she is. She's fighting for a title.
Well, you know, and she's had some extended time to train at Bury Jiu-Jitsu, so she's found her new home. We're going to bring it up to Mike Falvo for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our co-main event of the evening, and it is for the Cage Wars Women's Bantamweight Championship. This championship fight is presented by Cage Wars MMA and Sticker Mule. It is brought to you by Bricklayers Local Number 2, Allied Craft Workers, and UA Local Number 7 Plumbers and Steam Fitters, RDX Sports, and the Aqua Training Bag. This championship fight is sanctioned by the United States Muay Thai Association. Executive Director Ed Kinner is in attendance. The judges for this championship fight are Mr. Eric Komar, Rob Exisa, and Chris Polinsky. The fight doctor at cage side for our Bantamweight Championship is Dr. Michael Sheridan. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 3 3-minute rounds for the Cage Wars Bantamweight Championship. It's championship fight time! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. She weighed in last night 135 pounds. Representing the Henzo Gracie Academy out of New York City, New York, Phaidra P.K. Knight. And her opponent fighting out of the red corner. She weighed in yesterday 135 pounds even. Representing Atlas Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu out of Albany, New York, Amanda Brundige.
You can hear her support in the crowd.
And Amanda hasn't fought in about a year and a half.
About a year and a half, 2 years.
2
Again,
years.
she had some fights on the docket that were canceled.
Representing Brian Bury, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu out of Watervliet, Amanda Brundige.
And Phaidra comes in 3-0, and all three of Phaedra's wins have either come by submission or KO.
Ladies, you've been through the rules in the locker room. Why don't you obey my commands at all time? Why don't you protect yourselves at all time? If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Go back to your corners, go up to both of you.
You know, and that shows that Phaedra's not
And the
afraid
man
to
in charge
strike.
of the
You know,
action
all
at
her
the
wins are
sound
not
of the
by
bell,
submission.
Dan Mergliata.
Phaidra is she's built very strong. She looks incredibly sturdy and just physical strength. And I know that you don't know until you get in there and you're matched up against somebody, but just overall strength, you'd have to give Phaidra a bit of an advantage here until we see what happens.
Well, and again, you know, Phaidra seemed very loose coming into the cage, you know, and I expect her to show that on the feet. Nice use of that leg kick by Amanda. Good job keeping her honest with that right hand.
And,
Good job by Phaidra pushing the
and
action.
Phaedra's just strong.
Yes.
And I don't know.
Right into dominant position, knee on belly. Oh,
She's going to be able to land clean strikes. And she's doing that right now, and I don't know how long this is going to last, to be honest with you, Will.
Amanda needs to weather the storm and effectively defend herself. As long as you're effectively defending, the ref will not stop that fight. But if you get overwhelmed, get blitzed, and stop intelligent defense, they're going to stop that more often than not.
I mean, Phaidra just looks like a beast in there right now.
She is, knee on belly. You know, again, she was calm, she was composed, she was having fun. And, you know, seems like an extension of that.
And our referee, Dan Mergliata, he's really taking a close look here.
Oh, she's looking for that gift wrap. She grabs that right hand of Amanda with her left hand to trap it across the chin so the Amanda can't defend and then deliver some punishment. This young lady is strong. She's technically adept. She's aware.
Boy, you're not
Nice
kidding.
job.
I don't think she can take much more punishment. I think she's one
Now, that
strike
might be
away.
about it. Laszlo Hoove's warning her.
There it is.
That might be it. Intelligently defend yourself, and that's it. Laszlo Hoove calls a stop to the fight. Phaidra Knight. Wow.
That was impressive.
That, to me, was probably the most impressive and dominant win of the night.
And it was over before it even started. There was a physical strength. She was able to take Brundige down. Brundige kicked and fought, and she did everything that she possibly could.
Here we go for the replay.
And we'll watch the last few seconds here, and you could just see it.
You know, Amanda doing a good job keeping distance, throwing the right hand, but Phaidra knowing she wants to close that distance. Body lock to the takedown, and then just dominant position, just mauling.
And when you see the elbow holding the chin down while the other arm is delivering the damage.
Making life miserable.
Miserable.
You know, there's doing jiu-jitsu, and there's doing jiu-jitsu while you make somebody's life miserable, and she did that.
Phaidra is now consoling Amanda in the ring. Again, just great sportsmanship all the way around. Both camps congratulating one another.
Well, you know, you train so hard. You want to be able to perform to the level that you know you can, but the parity in this sport is of such that it can end any time, so there is that emotion.
And it makes you wonder who's out there for Phaidra Knight.
I don't know. 135-pound ladies, please come out.
And that took all of 35 seconds.
Man. We might have, I don't know. If you're out there watching, ladies or coaches, you know what? We have a game champion here at Cage Wars named Phaidra Knight, and she's ready to bring some heat. Excellent job tonight by Phaidra Knight.
You know, Phaidra she has the physique of a running back, of a college level running back.
Very strong,
right?
Very athletic. You know, she can use her body to her advantage, use those strengths, those attributes. A lot to come from this.
And
young
it feels
lady.
like 15, 20 years ago, a woman with that frame and that physique that was doing combat sports was only doing boxing.
Yeah,
right?
Or somebody like Gina Carano, who was primarily a little bit more kickboxing.
Yeah. Phaedra's got a full arsenal at her disposal and the strength to back it up. Interesting to see who could be next for her as she potentially looks to defend that title down the road.
Yeah, and again, it's who's next, that 135-pound female out there. We're going to bring it up to Mike Falvo for the final announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a loud round of applause for these two great fighters, ladies and gentlemen. Referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to the fight. 1 minute, 31 seconds into round number 1. For your winner, by way of TKO and new Cage Wars Women's Bantamweight Champion, Phaidra PK Knight.
Gotta love the shirt on Phaidra. My uterus, my choice. We know where she stands.
We do know where she stands. She stands in the center of the octagon, and she's putting on a championship belt right now.
I would like to see somebody go up to her and express otherwise.
Well, why don't you be the first to test it out?
No, because I agree with her. Her uterus, her choice, not mine.
A new women's bantamweight
I want none of that.